Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. I'll be streaming Zenless Zone Zero later today. But I just want to catch up with my new Paladin because I started the Paladin from the whole first content. So I'm trying to progress through Act 1 with my new Paladin in one of the main stories here. Um, Act 1 is this. Okay, yeah, this is the original. This right here, I believe, is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this part of? Huh? Oh. This is another part two. Actually, Act 1, I hope. Uh, Whoa. Hold on, guys. Let me check some. I'm curious. I gotta check. When does the new Lord of Hatred release? I hope it's on. I hope it's not out yet. When does Lord of Hatred in Diablo 4 release? Oh, thank goodness it's at April 28th this year. Whew. So this is just part of the whole first content, I guess. Alright, thank goodness. Ooh. So basically, I'm getting my way here, but I'm trying to unlock this waypoint, which I forgot I was trying to do with my new paladin. I hope everyone's doing well and, staying safe out there. I know it's not my concern to worry about you guys and your safety, but as a human being, it's normal to care for other human beings. And yeah, I stopped paying attention to announcements through political things. I just want to focus on what happens around and see what's going on with people around the country or state. Not really paying attention to you know who. The president, of course. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of politics. I know a lot of people who stopped paying attention to politics and all that drama that he caused and what he feels like he needs to do. You know what I mean? I'm over that. I'm done with that. Um, well, let me see. Where's the control for the TV at? Oh, right behind one of my smoothies that I made. I left a bit of smoothie for my dad because, why not, right?
About taking that woman's bribe. It's looking bad. My ass is on the line. Might not have a job when
Let
she's
me
done with
put
me.
my
Hey,
PS5 in a
you're
different
here for the
way,
love
in
of the night.
a different
Let's
direction.
go together.
So I made
Maybe
a
she'll leave
banana
if you're there.
strawberry because the strawberries were starting to get bad, alongside a few raspberries, just 3 or 4 raspberries. Actually, I added one more extra. 5. That's 5 raspberries I added to this. Um, it's good to drink healthy, man.
Not many could bear your sins.
Mm.
Hold.
Now I
She's
remember this
dangerous.
part. This is leading to
Here
that
we go.
part where
Good luck.
the guy who helps the little girl in one of the areas, he's one of the bodyguards. In one of the fights that you battle against,
So,
he's
you've
basically
returned.
fighting with you alongside the
Vivian tells
girl.
me you were
Or I
brave
think he
and true.
shows up after you finish the fight. And so that guy is using a type of armor that's very risky. Think it of as if anybody watched Five Nights at Freddy's, the two movies, one and two, let's just say it wasn't as scary. It was fun to watch. Trust me, I loved the watching it. But I know it's only gonna get darker because they basically censored certain scenes. They edited certain scenes of the movie. So I mean, there are some stuff they don't actually completely show, you know? When there was three people, I believe there was three teenagers in the second movie because this the son of the guy who killed all the kids um early on, the guy who's the son, he is trying to continue what him and his sister's father did. But the sister, let's just say um the main protagonist decided to avoid her and say he didn't trust her. And so that female is the female character who used to become security guard in the first movie. Okay? She is no longer a security guard. She was a security guard in the first movie. Um, it is actually taking somewhat place after the first movie because the first movie I heard is supposed to take after the second movie because of the location they're in the first movie. I don't know anymore. I'm confused because my friend tells me one of my friends who watched the movie, we both watched the first and second, you know. I feel like the first one was a little bit more terrifying than the second. I mean, yeah, you see some pieces of the guy floating in the water, but they don't show his head or anything. That's the funny thing. It don't show the real scary piece of the corpse. Because you see these animatronics under the water. They're like little boy animatronics. You know that animatronic that appeared in the taxi in the end of the first movie? You see her this little boy figure animatronic. Well, in the second movie, there's a lot of them in the robot. There's a lot of them in the water in the second movie. There's multiple versions of that one animatronic. Those little boy animatronic with the wheelie hat and stuff. The hat in the second movie, it's like a razor, like a razor fan or something. And one guy was in the water. He was trying to get out. As soon as he's trying to get out, he gets like a I don't know, like ground beef or something. But it don't look like ground beef. It looks like chunks of beef stew, man. Oh, oh, that's right. Hold on, I got beef stew in my. Let me turn on the light. Oh boy. Ah, just give me a few minutes, guys. I'll get to the game. Later today, I'm gonna stream some Zenless Zone Zero. You know, when my two friends get off. Actually, not two friends. Actually, three friends. One of my friends through one of their side, I met a friend named Kratos, and through him, I met a childhood friend and a brother. They're really, really kind people. One of them is an elderly, but he's a cool guy too. You know, me, I just don't want to watch politics anymore. If I'm watching something that's somewhat similar to what's going on because of politics, maybe. But I don't want to pay attention to politics, you know?
First, you will be made worthy of a blessing.
When I see what goes on around the world, in the country, and in the state of Venezuela, because Venezuela is a state.
Is holy.
I've seen how the leader of Venezuela was getting dragged,
And Denarius will
and I
deliver
felt
us
like
as writ in
it
prophecy.
ain't fair because he's Spanish. I'm Spanish. My heritage is
Make
Spanish.
the pilgrimage to the alabaster
Just
mountain.
because we're
Cleanse
Spanish
your spirit.
don't mean we're drug
We may discuss the
addictions,
blessing.
okay?
May as well make my
And it ain't
peace.
just Spanish people, there's other people around the country and
Nobody
in
else
here in the
south
city
here.
that go through a lot of shit. That some smoke because they're trying to escape the harsh realities. Or if they drink, they're just trying to escape the harsh realities, man. People suffer everywhere. Regardless, no matter how good the world is never as good as people think it is. Even if it's secured, you know. I know a little bit about that. Do I understand how people feel? Somewhat, not completely, but somewhat. Because in countries like, in all these countries, people have to suffer because they're getting killed. See, I'm not mentioning actual politics. I'm mentioning about history repeating itself from the past of politics, not really politics per se. What politics has caused, not politics. I don't want to mention actual like election things or anything like that. Because I listen to the president, then I get disappointed, I get more pissed off. Because all he does is say the same thing over and over. So there's no point of me paying attention to announcements by our president. There's no point of me paying attention to politics through Trump, you know? You see, I may not know what the other person is thinking right now, but I can see somewhat of how he probably thinks. Because that's the way I think. Like, this world is shit. The government is shit. Yeah, a lot of people would think that, right? Because, you know, it's rough. I go to a place for appointments for people with disabilities. And so the one time when I went over there, because they they let people who are with disabled people. But disabled can be in different ways, okay? It could be mentally disabled where you're like at the point where your disabilities are taking full control of you. Like I have ADHD, I have slight autism, and even though it's slight autism, that don't mean it's not disabled. Disabled is for many things based off of disability wise, okay? Not just physical wise. See, if I told you guys I don't know how to travel, I'm not a traveling person, I don't know how to get places. So when I go to my appointment, and that one time I asked them, can you provide me transportation? And they said, well, we can't really do anything unless you're disabled and unless you go to the program here. Okay, you say you would allow people who are disabled to get transportation. And then you also mentioned, but they also have to go to a program there. That's dumb, man. Health providing services. If the person don't know how to travel, or he can't travel solo in general, people like me, excuse me, this is too good. See, me, my dad, my sister, we're trying to enjoy as much as we can. Not too much food or anything like that. We're just trying to eat healthy as much as we can till we won't be able to afford certain things. Because the prices of meat is super expensive. My dad buys it occasionally. He don't buy it every time, because there's times where he can't really afford this. And today I was a jerk to him today, and I told him I'm sorry. I just go through this rough time, and I know you're going through it too. I know Betty's going through it too. I'm like, oh. And so I put an example for my dad how I feel and what I feel, not just the things that go on in the world now. There are regrets that I have. Do I still regret them somewhat? Yeah. Do I regret it fully? No, because I don't want to fall to despair. And even if I go through the despair moment, I don't want to be afraid to take the leap to move forward. You know, some people that go through desperation, they still walk forward. It's just they just don't care anymore about anything in the world. They care about others who go through similar issues sometimes, as long as they have the same thing in common, what they go through, even if it's something similar to what they go through in common, you know? I have to drink this beef stew gravy, because the vitamins, protein from the beef itself, it's good. Some people don't like liver. I like it sometimes, just not every time. And I know how a lot of people who hate liver. I used to go to my appointments every now and then. Now I go there once in a while. You know, as a person with multiple disabilities, slight autism though, I asked my dad, and I wanted him to be honest with me. Does my place that I go for appointment for people with disabilities, ain't I considered somewhat disabled due to the way I think? In some ways, yes. Because I don't know how to travel. I don't know how to get around the world or state or anything like that. Um, it's like, but they tell you in the place that I go to, based off for appointments with people who have disabilities like me, they said if you're disabled, if you can't understand certain things, there are a lot of things I can't understand. I don't know how to travel. That's something I don't understand how to do. I could pay attention to a sign, then forget it after a few seconds because of my slow learning disability. It doesn't prevent me from learning, it just prevents me sometimes from remembering. And sometimes it somewhat prevents me from learning in a different in a how you say it, in a certain position, in a certain angle of my brain, the way it works. Man, from early last year, I've been close to getting heart attacks. Like my heart literally almost bursted out um, because of my negative emotions. I let my emotions got the better of me last yesterday actually. Sorry. Um, Yesterday I let my emotions get the better of me. I mean, I took a lot of time off of games yesterday and the
There's a
whole
shrine west of here.
early
Use the
this year
rainbow.
and a
It will
lot
call it
last
back
year or
and
somewhat
summon your sin. Waves
because
of
I was just
wisdom
trying to
flow.
wait. I'm waiting for this new
That's the
anime
path.
season
When you
of
cleanse it,
Alia hides
prepare
her
to see
feelings in
our
Russian.
Father.
This
And
anime is
don't
getting
you
a second
regret it.
season, guys, and
This
I
is
am
the king's
so
will, but
looking
there
forward
may
to it.
be
I'm
some
so
who cannot.
excited. I'm
Watch
happy
out, alright?
because even
I'll follow
though
the
anime
enemy.
is not popular as much here as in Japan, it don't matter because there's a lot of people that would still support anime culture. It don't matter if if there's more people, if there's less people actually that hate anime. Because think about it, there'll be some people. The reason why they hate anime is because sometimes they just criticize the dub and they only praise the Japanese dub. Me, I praise both sides, man. I can't just praise one side. I'm just after not just the cute Japanese voice of the female character, but the story behind her past or the male protagonist's past. It's not just about female characters. It's not just about males. Like, you have to understand the whole characters, both characters and what they go through. It's like people just complain saying, the crap, the dub's crap, the dub sucks. Who cares, man? I love the dub. I love the Japanese dub. Oh, that's that part. Oh, shoot. This is where you have to go from altar to altar. Oh, crap. Take that! See, I have to collect a daily reward for my daily logins. I don't think I claimed my daily logins last night because my PS5 was still down here. Um, and last night I was on my PS4 just watching anime, you know? Just taking time off. Hey, dude, work on your job. She has to work on his job. Okay, let's see. Ah, okay, put another point on that. Hello. Nah, don't need that ring. I have a few legendaries already. I don't need the ring. Uh, wait a minute, what? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Is there gonna be a dungeon here? Okay, now it's leading me where? Ah, here. Alrighty. Next, we move on. We move on. Oh, we move on. Wait a minute. Milo Bags. Who the hell is he? I don't remember him. I probably have someone by his name on PlayStation on my friends list. But, like, I don't know if he's been online at all. He might have been on, but he's probably on usually. Oh, snap. What the hell is that? Oh, that's just a piece of the plant.
I need more time.
Let me see if a friend of mine is on. No. Okay. He's probably still eating dinner. I ate my spilled dinner. Ha ha ha. Ooh. Okay, that damage was real. Oof. Okay. Yeah, that damage, that really hurt. Alrighty. And now comes another red field. See, how did I know? I believe this is the final one. Yep, this is the final one. So now I have to go all the way up here. Oh, I can't use my mount yet. Until that curse has been lifted. Get out of here. Alright. Hey. Wow. I shall prevail. I'm not using the actual build that I'm using, that I usually use, that one of my friend taught me about. And he taught me this really cool Arbiter build. And so, it's really OP in a way. Really, I mean, really OP. Another friend of ours, me and a friend of mine's named Kratos, him and his brother's childhood friend, he was trying to figure out a build of his own. He thought that if he created his own build that he is going for. See, he died multiple times because he's rushing it, okay? He's trying to unlock the last torment difficulty, and he doesn't spend much time in the game because he's going places. He's trying to get to a different location and stuff. Huh? Oh,
The end nears,
of
pilgrim.
course. And then after we go here, boom. Not another red field,
Feel
right?
what fills
Oh,
the
thank
veil.
goodness, no more red field.
Remember,
Woo!
you're nothing
I'm glad that's over with. That part is usually annoying in
to the
some ways.
light.
Actually, in a
Remember,
lot of ways. I'm really curious why my dad went to Dollar Tree. I mean, I was a pain in the butt of a son today. And if he ends up getting me like a $10 card that I asked for, man, let me just tell you right now, I'll be grateful. I'll be emotionally grateful, you know, because I know I've been really bad, and I understand I overreacted a lot of the time, and
Flying like
you know,
playing cards.
so while my dad went out and he turned that direction, so I'm not hoping he's bringing a card up. There's a fly trying to go in my ear. So I think to myself, there's no way he's giving me a $10 card, because part of me is thinking that, but part of me is like, nah, he ain't gonna get it. Because I was a jerk, you know, I was a pain in the butt son today. Um, but I also expressed how I feel, just like every other person. We're just humans, right? I explained the truth, you know. We're all human beings. We have no immortality. So it don't make sense how some people would think, oh, nobody can touch me, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, all I have to do is climb up. This is where you see the guy, that one god from Diablo 3 who kicked one of their own kind out because he wanted to, I believe he wanted to, he was warning them that he decided to become human. And this god right here is one of the ones that ends up sealing the world of the gods away from the humans.
This is how you choose to
See?
approach me.
Anarius.
Forgive this intrusion, but
Tell me what you need.
I must traverse the Black Lake, and that cannot be done without your blessings.
If I've learned anything during my time here, it is that what we're looking for and what we need are rarely the same thing. I once thought I could find an end to this war, but there has been no resolution, only more pain. Everything I've done has pulled me further from home, from the place I need to be.
Hold on.
This world we made was born from the impossible, and yet, like its creators, it rots from the inside.
I don't... Lilith has entered the ancient city. With your blessings, I can pursue her.
Your kind are weak, and this world has been wasted on the crusades of the unworthy.
I can stop her.
This audience is concluded.
And cinematic end.
Back to Corvalar.
Okay. Going down. Isn't today Monday? Oh no, today is Sunday. Oh boy. Oh, uh-oh. Where the cockroach spray at? I'm gonna smack this. I'm gonna smack the shit out of this fly. Hey, did I get him? Nope, it flew away. Dang it. That thing is fast. Those flies are really super fast. Uh, hold on, guys. I gotta make sure I covered bananas better. This is on the floor. That's weird. Hold on, guys. Ugh. And I also have to clean dishes before my dad gets back. I promise, and I will do it. So after this. Ow, I hit my leg. Nope, he's still off. Mm? Mm-hmm. And so I need to go here. This is gonna be a boss right here, I believe. A mini boss or so. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. No, I already saw this. Leave me alone. In a little while, I might check to see if Dad's with my mom. And I'll probably end the stream in a short few minutes. So I could check if my dad is with my mom. Because she's in the nursing home. And I just want to make sure I say hi every now and then to her. And say and let her know how much I love her. You know? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. 39-minute video stream.